is going on, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. I have quite the spread to just have out here with you. So, sorry I did not mention anywhere that I was going to go live, but I wanted to just kind of do a traditional Metal Complex live stream where I just lay out a whole bunch of knives, we chat and have a good time. So that's what we're going to do. A lot of you guys know a long time ago, if you've ever wondered what my knife case is, it's a Pelican 1450 with the custom Nalpac foam, which is expensive, but I highly recommend it because it is so much better than that Poland whatever where you pull the little chunks out. So yeah, I filled that actually, and then some. A lot of my, well, lesser knives now sit in my old knife case, and a lot of my big boys, as I call them, you're seeing a lot of them out here, they sit in that Pelican case, and I have filled it, all 40 slots. So I know 2022 is going to be a big year for me. There's a lot of stuff I'm looking to acquire, and seeing as I filled that thing. I think I maybe had like one row at the beginning of 2021. I must have acquired like 30 knives last year. So I'm thinking about buying another one or just buying one huge case and then doing a giveaway for the current Pelican case. I'm not really sure. But yeah. So I thought, I don't know, in the spirit of filling my Pelican case, I got out like some of the more impressive pieces of my collection. If there's some stuff you haven't seen for a while, you didn't know that I had, and you have questions, I'm more than happy to answer. We also have some insane customs out here tonight that are not mine. These everything on the table is mine except for these two guys right here on the right, and they are pretty amazing. I unboxed them here recently on the channel. Yeah. How's everybody doing? Hello, what's up? I hope you guys are all having an excellent Saturday evening. I have the house to myself tonight. My wife and son are at a mother and son dance at a local sort of community center, and my daughter's with my mother-in-law, and so I was like, I'm going to go home and do a live stream. So that's what we're doing tonight. Chris Emmett, what's up? Knife Eclectic, what's up? Blame Dexter, what's up? Look at all these gold knights, man, so cool. Does that you hop on Discord? I might hop on Discord tonight. It depends on when they all come back. Like if they're still over there, she might go to her mom's house where my daughter is after the dance. And if they're over there for a while, I might hop on Discord for a little bit. So yeah. Let's see here. All right, question, MC. Tactile Knife Co. Rockwell or Knoll Knives Raiden? I wish I had the Raiden here. I do have the Rockwell, and I'll tell you, I really, really love this knife. It depends on what you're after. If you're after something like maybe a lot of you have the Bug Out and you're like, I like it, but I just want something a little fancier. But I kind of like the whole like, real sort of thin, compact, super cool, right? This thing is stylish and like has all the elements of like what a knife enthusiast is after. It's real cool. It's real easy to carry, right? The Knoll Raiden is a bigger knife, and it's super duper nice. Similar price point, not made in the United States, but very, very nice. If you want, like a general, just like kind of nice, classy EDC that's really like easy to carry, this guy for sure. But the Knoll Raiden, like if you're looking for something a little bit bigger, a little bit more aggressive, right? But still all those enthusiast elements, go with that guy. They're both excellent. I like them both. But they're two very, very different knives. Sorry, I'm realizing my binder is just flying all over the place. Okay. Really like the Sapphire Protect. Me too. This will always be in my collection. I have nothing else like this knife. And Protect Sapphire DLC is magnificent. It's very good. Magnificent. MC, why don't you own any whole Blade Works knives? I'd buy one if the right one came along and it was convenient. I just, I don't want to message him and be like, can you just like sell me one? Like, I don't want to wait in line. I don't want to pressure anybody to do that, but I also don't have the patience to wait for one. So, if it gets to a point where I can relatively easily get one, I don't want to have to bid for it. I don't want to have to fight for it. I just want it to be convenient. And, while they're popular, they're kind of hard to get right now. So I'm going to just let that be, But at some point, sure, I'd like to own one. Let's see. Use your clout. I already abused my clout. Come on. Is Damasteel actually good? Yes, it is very good. Damasteel is PMC 27 and RWL 34. So 2 powder form steels. And you're getting the beauty of, where's my Damasteel here? You're getting, in this case, a nice polish, right? But then you're getting performance that is relatively no, in fact, it's exactly the same as CPM 154, which is incredibly well balanced. So Damasteel is proprietary. It's always the same thing, but yes, it is a performance steel. A therapeutic edge, a therapeutic edge, what's up? Please subscribe to a therapeutic edge. Thanks for that donation. Hiya, what's your favorite Kaiser and why is it the the GPP one? I don't know what that is. That's a funny way to force me into a corner there. Oh, man. That's funny. I just realized that Neves is in here. Oh, Jared. Oh, you silly, silly boy. Make sure you guys subscribe to Neves Knives so that, we can all be there when the kingdom of knifehood becomes, there's statues of Jared everywhere and we're all just like, yeah, that's, we just, I don't know what to do next until Jared tells us what to do. Subscribe to Neves Knives. Awesome content. Fun people. And apparently they're coming for me. I'm serious though, dude. I do like Jared and Kara a lot. Please do subscribe. Let's see here. MC new subscriber here. You make great videos, man. B9 USA. Oh, well, thank you. Wait a minute. Hold on, one sec. Brandon 9. Sorry, one moment. I'm typing. Shh. Everybody, shh. Hey, everybody shut up. I'm kidding. What the heck? Yeah, I was like, hang on a sec. That's a huge channel. Wow, Beretta 9mm USA. You like my content? Thank you. I'm honored. Very cool. I knew I had seen that before. I was like, wait a minute. That guy's a big that's a big YouTuber. Cool, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out, man. I need to learn more about firearms. I should watch more of your content. I'm sorry, I'm going back through and reading. My brother said I should sell all my knives to buy a tactical spork. You should sell your vehicles and buy a golf cart. How do I become a knight? Great question! I'm so glad you asked. It's like I planted Will H in there. Please ask me how to become a... First link in the description. Sorry, it's shameless plug time. Very first link in the description. If you want to become a knight, get access to those color-changing badges people have beside their name and chat, and the Excalibur emojis, which I'm sure my knights will show off in chat. Yeah, first link in the description. It supports the channel, and I made it super inexpensive. It is $1.99 a month. So thank you. Let's see here. Okay, something about a Kaiser question. I don't know, but thank you, Josh. I see you. Don't let all the clout change me. I feel like I was like made of clout to begin with, which is it's ironic because in the beginning, I was just some guy, but I'm just too much of a goofy. Like I like to make a joke out of that, so I feel like in that way I'm kind of resistant to it. I think as long as I keep cracking jokes and making fun of myself as much as possible, it should be okay. But if I gain 1 million subs overnight and I change, like you're just gonna have to, you're just gonna have to roll with it. I'm totally kidding. Let's see. The Acorn Knights. I cannot do two things at the same time. You're exactly right. The guy asked, "What's your favorite Kaiser?" I am looking to buy my first. I don't know. I like the Odin. I think the Kaiser Odin was one of the most underrated Kaiser knives ever. I like the Laconico Gemini. Did Laconico do the Gemini? I think. Boy, I can't remember. And then I also just love the freaking Sheepdog XL. I love it. I think if you're going to actually EDC a Sheepdog, the Mini without the flipper is a wonderful knife. Like if you really want like an amazing Kaiser EDC, the Kaiser Vanguard Sheepdog, excuse me, without the flipper is a wonderful choice. And it's a great value too. Oh, and the Kaiser, the button lock, whatever that thing is, the Cormorants is very cool. Like that one too. Hell yes, thank you. Greatly coolest YouTuber, absolutely. Cool, man. Well, thanks, Josh. I'm very kind. I feel like there's a lot of people who are definitely like way better than me in terms of quality, so that's real cool. YouTube is pumping out some amazing high quality knife YouTubers. Very impressed with, again, I don't know how Rye from Everyday City Carry is not famous. Guys, Rye should have millions of subs. I'm dead serious. Have you guys watched his content? He's got a couple thousand subscribers and he is a diamond in the rough. One day, Rye will shoot to the top and conquer us all, and it won't surprise me in the slightest. If you're not subscribed to Everyday City Carry, go subscribe to him. His content is great. And then also like Everyday City Minimalist, Everyday Carry Minimalist. It doesn't surprise me at all that he exploded past 100K. His content is very high quality as well. But there's a lot of great, cool new knife YouTubers that, I kind of look like a dinosaur. I remember when I was the new guy, and now I'm like the old man. I'm old news. Just going down the drain. Brandon 9mm USA. Thanks, bro. My son and I are learning a lot from your knife review videos. Just bought a couple Microtech Ultratechs to review soon from watching all your OTF videos. I am so honored. That's so cool. Man. Hey, if there's anything I can lend you, if you want to rub, here's my elbow. I'm trying to rub it with yours. Seriously, if there's something you're curious about and I've got like a production something or other that you'd like to check out and show off, sure, no problem. Message me on Instagram or email me. I'm honored. I think that's really cool. I hope that I've given you the right information. Let's see. I love the live streams, but I literally I'm just here to drool over the Marfione Borka. Should we show that? Should we show this off? I know everybody's mad at me for not saying the price. Guys, Scott doesn't want to talk about price, and I don't blame him. He doesn't want it to be about the money. He doesn't want to flex. He knows that you guys are going to look it up on the internet anyway. He really just wants to share in his collection. He's not using my channel to, increase the value of his stuff. He just doesn't want to talk about price. And he said, that's the one thing, if you're going to show my stuff, I'd really rather you didn't. I said, hey, no problem, man. This is an expensive knife. It is, this is a crazy custom, and it's pretty freaking cool. If you're wondering, very terrifying to hold. So we're going to demonstrate the action here just real quick. There we go. Oh, little buddy. Okay. And we're going to put him right back down here in his own little space. Mark Mole. Wow. That was a quick 11 months. Keep at it, man. Hey, yeah. Thanks. Appreciate that. Oh, so they have a verified account. You send them knives to look at. Hey, I see how it is. Yes, that's exactly how that works. Listen. I'm not hiding anything. I gotta do anything I can. Neebs is coming for me. I gotta get somebody with more subscribers to give me a bump. The competition is fierce in YouTube land. You gotta fight to stay alive. Therapeutic Edge. Welcome back to the Knights of the Round. Got that gold helmet back. What's up, man? Make sure you guys subscribe to Therapeutic Edge. Oh, cool. So I think I know we're ways off. I am 99.9% sure, it's spelled with an SH apparently, that I will be headed to Blade Show West this year. So I'm hoping to meet many of the folks who have been here for as long as I can remember. Therapeutic Edge, great example. If he and his wife decide to go, I'm looking forward to meeting a lot of people that I have, I kind of started YouTube at the same time as them, or somewhat around it. Just people who have been in this community with me for a long time, as well as a lot of you guys. So, as well as you normal people. It's what that sounded like. Oh my God, what's wrong with me? No, I'm looking forward to meeting everybody who has interacted with my channel in any way, shape, or form. I do plan on going. So we'll see. As long as nothing, no sticks get in the spokes or anything like that. So yeah. Let's see. Probably not east. Probably west. Shorter plane ride, and I'm terrified of planes. You got to get good with the big boys, MC. Yeah. Hey, Chris Wolf, what's up? The most positive person on earth. Seriously, Chris Wolf is like the most consistently positive person. It's all too common for someone to be consistently negative, but you have to really go out of your way to be positive all the time. And Chris Wolf is positive all the time. Very cool. I appreciate that. Raise your swords for Chris Wolf. Not for me, for Chris. Yes, blame Dexter. I agree with you. Planes suck. The plane that I took to Vegas, I freaked out, man. Loved Vegas. Totally worth it. Man, just sat there like a statue. In Mario 3, when you get the full Tanuki suit, you push down and B, and he turns into that statue that made no sense to us as kids because it didn't translate. That statue that's how I ride on planes. Except I don't eventually blink and turn back into a person. Not until I'm off the plane. I'm positively a jerk. You've always been nice to me. Minimalist EDC, what's up? Welcome to the Knights Around Knights. Raise your swords. All hail, Minimalist EDC. Enjoy the badges and swords. Very cool. Cool. Yeah, for sure, Chris. We appreciate you. I'm going to speak for them. The people going, I don't know, Chris. I don't necessarily appreciate him. Yes, you do. You do appreciate Chris, okay? You be quiet. Sit down. We're all appreciating Chris right now, all right? Sorry. I don't mean to put you on the spot. I just talked to myself. Blade Show Texas is closer, but I don't trust it'll be as big as Blade Show West. And I need that full experience. That's why I haven't gone. Because, the first time I wanted to go that was the first major shutdown. And I was like, no. No, like I want the full experience, right? So I feel like this upcoming Blade Show West, while it will certainly have its own restrictions, will be my, first real shot at a close to real experience. So go to East. I've always heard that West is the insane one. Which is better? Can I make a poll? Hang on. I'll make a poll. Is Blade Show East more epic than West? Okay, there's a poll. Vote. If you have been, or if you haven't been and you just like pushing buttons, whatever. Vote. East is way larger. Seriously? Oh my God, I didn't know that. I legitimately thought West was the bigger show all this time. Never knew. Well, it shows how much I depend on you guys for information. I'm just the puppet with words coming out of his face. All of my info comes from you guys. Wow, 73%. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. I didn't know that. Whoops. Okay, cool. Dude, the knife in the thumbnail is beautiful. I looked to see how much they are, but can't find the same one. No comment. But I can't. I'm not allowed to say the price. It's a lot. Let's see. How am I liking the Scarab 2 Shadow? I love it. I will keep this forever. And as soon as I bought it, that's what actually got me. That's when I decided to let go of my other Scarab, because I realized, as a collector, this is really what I want. I wanted the Scarab in all of its glory, and I think as far as a Scarab that I was willing to overpay for, I'm not willing to overpay for a custom Scarab, but I was willing to overpay a little bit for this. What I'm holding right here feels like a $450 to $550 OTF, and I paid $650 for it. Ouch, but I'm happy with it. I like this knife a lot. Let's see. According to Google, 200 exhibitors at West, 700 at East. Wow. Holy moly. Jake's cool stuff has my other Scarab. Yeah, you do. I forgot about that. That's cool. Minimalist EDC. East is in Atlanta. I feel... Okay, so I'm sorry. I had those backwards. I'm so dumb. Everybody all together in the chat. MC is an idiot. It's fine. Type it up. I don't even care. I am going to East. I thought, oh my God, East and West. I don't know my directions. I'm so dumb. Yeah, it's East that I'm going to. I'm so stupid. My bad. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Thank you. Yeah, thank goodness I have you guys to help me understand the difference between East and West. The SOCOM Bravo? Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. It's crazy that like this came out of a company that's known, like people are constantly like, yeah, Microtics are nice, but they're so overpriced. This thing is unbelievable. A lot of people are like, oh, so it's crazy because it's more expensive than the American one. First off, this is the SOCOM Elite, which is, and I know nobody's in here saying this, the SOCOM Elite is not the SOCOM Bravo. The SOCOM Bravo is based on the custom. This is a much more complicated knife. A lot more going on with this thing as far as the build goes. Now, do they look similar? Well, yeah, because they're SOCOM models. But the SOCOM Elite, made in the United States out of aluminum and M390 with a less complicated grind, less complicated, scales and inlay work and all that, versus the SOCOM Bravo with a way more complicated grinds, the titanium bolsters, the carbon fiber, the backspacer, full body backspacer, all that. It is incredible that this is only a $325 knife. Ironically, probably one of Microtech's better priced offerings as far as what you're actually getting. That's my opinion. Where's that made? It's made in China by Reich. MC is a special kind of knife reviewer. Weast. It's Weast. And I point up and down at the same time. You've sold 10 SOCOM Bravos for $700 each on the eBay to buy the bulk of my mid-tex this year. Bro, you dog water. Come on, man. You bought them in bulk and flipped them? Come on, Beans. You dog water. Can't say I support that. But, okay, I mean, it's your life. It's your money. MC, which do you think is better, the Scarab 2 Shadow or Direct Delta? I'd say if I was going to carry one, it'd be the Direct Delta, right? I also appreciate the Direct Delta for being aesthetically more. People are going to get mad at me. It's not aesthetically, it's aesthetically. Aesthetically pleasing. I'm going to over enunciate the wrong parts of that on purpose to just to really hammer down on the grammar wizards, or the pronunciation wizards. Yeah, I think the Direct Delta is it's one of the friendliest large size OTFs to carry. But I will admit that the Shadow, the Scarab it's just so powerful and it's so meaty and it really feels powerful. Like, I mean, this you pick this thing up and you're like, oh yeah, it's a chunky boy. There's a difference in the action for sure. Just got your first Herman. It's amazing. That's cool. I'm glad people are saying they're liking Herman because they really are something special. How does Koenig's quality compare to Herman's? I mean, both of them, I would say the machine work is very masterful. They just have two different designs. Like, the designs are totally different. I would say the Koenig is a lot more of a futuristic, kind of look. And then Herman has more of here's the other custom out here. We have the number 1 Black Timascus and Damacor Ishtar. Yeah, this is much more of like a traditional knife design with a little bit of sauce there in that harpoon notch. Whereas Koenig has more of a modern kind of like almost experimental, he's got his own flow. Quality-wise, they're in the exact same ballpark. Approaching Shirogorov, in some cases, it's hard to tell the difference between, Still though, like this F3 has got to be one like most magnificent production. I mean, this is just unreal. This F3 is better than, by a little, not a lot, but by a little bit, it's better than any Herman I've ever handled, and it's better than any Koenig that I've ever handled. And I am dying to get my hands on an F95-0. But I missed the thing there. That Hinder, though, which one? I have 5, 6 if you count the 0392. Yeah, I agree. The Gold Class 945 looks pretty good. They did a good job with that. Those usually look like, corpse butthole, but I'm going to get demonetized for saying that. But that 945 looked great. I thought it was nice. I got 2 XM24s. Oh, hey, what's up, Hinder Collector? I got 2 of them. I got the Dark Horse and I got the full tie Harpoon Spanzo. Dual wielding! Yeah, the Dark Horse. I like them both. They're both super smooth. I've had them both for a very long time, and I will not sell them. So don't ask me. But I do like them, and I'm glad you guys like them too. For Hinder Collection 41's all the Hinders. Let's see. It's all right. It's all right. Let's not come down. Let's not come down. It's fine. It's fine. People are gonna do what they're gonna do. Like it's okay. Like I mean, it's like I say, I don't support that, and he's doing his own thing. It's fine. Like I mean, none of us are ever gonna completely agree on certain things. If he jumped in here and was like, I just burned down a hospital, then okay, well then yeah, maybe maybe we'd all have words. But it's all right. Let's just hang out and have some fun. It's all right. Let's see. MC get a lefty. I'm not left-handed. Rather than me get a lefty, I want Hinder to design an ambidextrous XM18. That'd solve a lot of. If he could kick his production up a notch and create an ambidextrous lock for the XM18, oh man, can you imagine? Speaking of ambidextrous locks. I hear there's just a little bit of drama, maybe, with Cold Steel's new lock and Demco's Shark lock. Saw a couple of screenshots of conversations on Instagram, and I don't know this to be 100% true. I don't know what's going on behind the curtains. Let me say this. Cold Steel now all of a sudden has a lock that's very, very similar to the Shark lock. And Demco is now, as far as I understand, an entirely separate entity. And, excuse me, Cold Steel was bought out. So, yikes. A little bit of hot sauce and barbed wire there. Oof. Ooh, yikers. I'm a big fan of Andrew Demko, and the way that I see it, if there is some drama there, I think I'm going to side with Demko. The way that it looks is that the Shark Lock started doing really well, and then all of a sudden, Cold Steel's like, look at what we got. I don't know. I'm speculating. I don't know anything. I'm just saying, like, from my perspective, I literally know nothing. Just me reporting on screenshots of conversations from other people's Instagram accounts, Cold Steel's Instagram account, comment section, and I looked at it and was like, does not appear to be super okay. So, that's all I'm going to say. Oh, hey, K110, I have no affiliate program, so I'm just letting you guys know, out of the kindness of my heart, Knife Center has K110, so fancy D2, 80/20.5s right now. I think they're still in stock, lots of different colors. So for those of you who are like, I just hate OS 10A, I'm so mad about it, dadgummit, I'm going to go outside and kick rocks till my boots fall off. Well, then you can go to Knife Center and you can buy a K110 version of the 80/20.5 for $150. It is just D2. It's made by Bowler, though, so it's fancy. Hey, yeah, I mean, okay. In my opinion, it's better than the D2 Slim for $300 or $350. So there you go. Yeah, let's all just stop talking about it. I had forgotten it was even happening. So let's just stop. I like, who cares? Any idea if more 3/4 ARs are coming? I would think that Strider and Medford would be unintelligent to not do more. I think they should, because it's the only Medford that I own. Where is it? Where's my 3/4? There it is. This is the only Medford I own. It's the only one that I cared to keep. I've had the Praetorian tie. I've had the Marauder. I've had a 187. I've had a 187 flipper. I've had a Praetorian T. I've had another Marauder and another 187. This is the only one. S90V, and they were $600. I would buy this again. In fact, I would buy another one if they did a full DLC version of that. Yeah, the 187 is awesome. It's honestly, it's got the ergonomics of a pine cone, but it's still cool. I burned the detent off mine. Trying to anodize. That's a bummer. Hey, for a laid back, just sort of chill knife chat live stream, I'm pretty excited. There's 150 of you in here. Pretty cool. Only 75 of you liked it, though. I don't know what's going on with that. So I've had a little bit. It seemed like it chipped, but it stropped back out. I don't think S90V was the best choice for that geometry, but the knife enthusiast in me is like, ooh, S90V, that makes me feel good about $600, right? The edge retention has held up, so it's heat treated properly for, like, as far as, my limited experience with that. But it did actually, just cutting cardboard, I noticed what I thought was a little chip. It may have just been a very aggressive roll, and I stropped it back out. So yes and no. It seems to be okay. I don't really beat on that thing super hard. I did smash a banana into the pivot on Instagram, just to troll a bunch of people. That's honestly the hardest use it's been through. Yeah. Let's see. Bring back the dislike button. You remember the banana. That was after there was a weird wave of people who were like, MC doesn't use his knives. He doesn't even use them. Like, they look too clean. And you guys know, like, yeah, there are definitely knives that I don't use. But I also am not shy about using knives that are $300, $400, $500, $600, $700, $800, I even have my Rockstead gets used all the time, and it's $1,500. So I'm not trying to flex. I'm just saying, like, some knives end up being users and some don't. It doesn't have everything to do with price. And so, so I smashed a banana into the pivot of. It's hard to. You'd have to go on my Instagram and go back to get the context of it. But yeah, those kind of comments seem to die out after that video. You need 3 more Striders to hit 50. Oh my God, I have 2, and they're not even they're collaborations. The 3/4 AR was made by Medford, and my my auto S&G was ProTech. So wow, 50 Striders. Check out Arizona Custom Knives if you want to pay freaking $1,200 for an S&G. My God. You don't think I have a Mach 51? Yes, I do. I have everything. Everything. I have everything here. You have no idea. I'm just kidding. But I do happen to have a Mach 51 here. It's in one of the pouches to the right. I'll unbox it, I think, next week. Yeah, Knives Fest. I do. I have it. It's pretty cool. It looks like something George Jetson would fly around in. Yeah, I mean, even if you buy a production SNG for at a retailer, even if you get it for base price, it's still kind of ridiculous. In my opinion, the regular SNG, like if you get if it's like an aluminum or G10 front and titanium backside, that's a $350 to $400 knife. That's it. It's an American knife, so a lot of people are like, this should only be $100. Only $100 because pull price out of air. No, it's still gonna, just generally speaking, like, he can't hope to make anything unless he prices them around $400. But some of the base price prices for the things are kind of ridiculous. And it honestly makes Hinderer knives just look incredible, for the price. Same with Chris Reeve. But like, I'd love a Strider. I'm just not interested in paying $800 to $1,000 for what should be $400. You have a Boker Mermaid. I used to. I gave it away though. You guys remember that? I missed that. I miss my Boker Mermaid. I don't know who has. Oh, now I remember. Jeff Goodnow won that. The guy who used to send me customs all the time. I still chat with him from time to time. He has my Boker Mermaid still, as far as I know. Yeah, the pen. So I want to tell you guys, I'm not a pen person. But I decided to the nicest pen that I'd ever handled was one from Tactile Turn. So I was waiting for a nice bolt action full size titanium pen to drop from them, and it wasn't happening. So I went to their website and I was like, I wonder if I can just put my name in for a custom one like down the road. To my surprise, you could just order it right off the website. I had it in a week. This is an expensive pen, but oh my God, this is good. This actually makes me think pens are cool. It's all titanium and you can't see it. It's textured in here. Nice, big, robust size, right? And it's bolt action, and it has a little, I sprung for the Timascus bolt cap. I love it. I love this thing. Made in the United States. I was happy to pay. It was like $120. I was happy to pay that for. That's the nicest pen ever. And I have an enormous amount of respect for Tactile Knife Co. and Tactile Turn. Their machining quality is ridiculous. They make their stuff in the USA. They do everything, almost everything, I think, in-house. And their prices are reasonable for being an American production company. You guys should, straight up spend money with Tactile. Spend your money on their stuff. Like, that is a golden company. I absolutely love their work. And they gave me the Tactile Rockwall, and I bought the pen, and I've handled a couple of other things. I don't get paid to say this. I don't have an affiliate program with them or anything. Seriously, I think they're great. So check them out. The Timascus bolt is worth $20 easy. I thought it was an easy $20 for me, just to add a little bit of spice, a little bit of zazz, a little bit of zing to it, Blade HQ sells the Rainbow Mermaid knives and featured it on one of their videos. Why? Because it's funny. Because it's a stupid knife. Like, it's just funny. I had a long running joke about how nobody was allowed to quit. The Rainbow Mermaid knife was the dedicated unboxing knife on this channel for over a year. And I would I set up this whole pretend persona where I was like, don't you dare question her excellence. You guys remember that? That was a while ago. And it just turned to this big joke. And, Blade HQ had their own joke with it. And a couple of other channels had their own joke with it. It's just a funny knife, It's just crazy. Got in on the pre-order for the new Adam Purvis joint. Excited about that. The Zerks is one of my favorites. I got to ask him about that. I really like Adam Purvis. I've talked with him many times on Instagram. And the Zerks is an excellent design. So I've gone back and forth about buying an integral Zerks. And I kind of want to go buy that tonight. There are still some, I don't want to tell you guys where they are. I don't want to tell you because I want them to still be there. I'm not going to do that. Fanatic Edge. If you go to their website, they still have some integral Zerks left over, and that's probably the best price on an integral knife that you're going to find on the internet right now. So yeah. I also have 2 more new acquisitions. Well, one of them I'm really excited about. It's not going to be here for a while, but I bought something that I never, ever thought I would get my hands on. Oh, and I got one. I am very excited, but you guys won't see it for a while. So, Bees received a Ford Spring unboxing knife last night. That's awesome. Did Kiefer make it for him? That's cool. Kiefer should make those. He should make a whole. If he did make that, he should make them for other. It wouldn't bother me at all. I love mine. It's funny, but it's also the way that it's made. It's actually really useful. I mean, there's a full handle, and it's just this little tiny thick blade. It actually works really well. That's why I never sharpen it. And because I love reading people's angry like, why this guy, like, he has so many nice knives, but he uses a crappy spoon thing. Hashtag unimpressed. Oh man, that's my favorite. That's funny. The joke has been going on for almost 2 years now. That was back when Blake. Listen, hey, I miss Ben. We all miss Ben. Ben Peterson, what a guy. We all miss Ben, and I miss. Was it Jake? The new guy, the tall guy. I like him. The tall guy with the beard, the bigger guy. I like him. I've enjoyed his stuff. I have a good relationship with Blade HQ. I'm not just saying nice things because because I have an affiliate program with them, but I do like Blade HQ, and they are on my I check. I still pay for my stuff from Blade HQ, and I constantly check and see what they've got. But we all miss Ben. What is up, guys? He sent me a baby banter. He messaged me on Instagram. Was like, "You looking for a baby banter? I'll just send you one." And I was like, "What? Yay, Ben! Yay!" Oh no, yeah, it's not like he died. He's still fun. He's alive. He's just not on Blade Man. I laughed so hard at that edit. Like they're old. The guy who edited the videos. There was an episode where they were talking about ZT knives, and Ben was like, "I've never owned a ZT." And the edit of them all just being shocked and horrified. Oh my God! If you guys have time, you have to go back and watch that old episode where Ben says he's never owned a ZT knife. Oh my gosh, I laughed so hard. That was such a funny episode, man. Zach would punch me in the face if he knew that I called him Jake. Zach and Ben. That was a fun duo. Yeah, I would like to know what Zach is doing these days. That would be cool. Caleb Crockett says, "Been a while since I've caught a live stream. Sorry, I should be reading your guys' comments. Been working too much, but glad to be back." Man, don't work so hard, man. Don't you hate it when people say that to you? Hey, don't work too hard out there. It's like, what do you mean? Like I have to make money. Don't tell me that. Oh, I'm glad you're hanging out. What time is it? Man, I don't want to go. What time is it? We're gonna keep going for a little bit. I'm having fun. I really like these lower population live streams. I kind of like surprising people because I found that here lately when I make notifications, everybody thinks I'm gonna give something away, and then all those extra people, there's sometimes there's 400 or 500 people who just show up to see if I'm gonna give something away, which is cool. That's fine, but I also kind of like you guys are more of the regulars. I kind of like doing the laid back, just chatting it up and having a good time, right? I mean, this is what we're doing right now is a lot of why I create the content, because I just like the content. It's not necessarily always about generating subscribers and, trying to get people to donate or something. That's always cool, but I just kind of like sitting back and talking about knives sometimes, hustle every day. Get out of here with that. Don't work too hard, BS. I remember when I worked for my dad for his construction company, and every time we'd go to the lumber yard, the guy behind the desk would punch me in the shoulder and go, "Don't work too hard out there." And I'm like, "Shut up, wood guy. I have to." I'm obviously a poor high school kid in desperate need for gas money, and my boss is my dad. Don't work too hard out there? My God. He was a nice guy. The lumberyard guy was always super nice, but whenever he did that, I was like, that doesn't make sense to me. Don't touch my shoulder, please. Like, I don't have a choice. You're not doing a giveaway. They have been subscribed for months for nothing. Sorry. I will though. I'm part of what I'm doing is I'm letting my stack of goodies pile back up. It's no secret that I get sent a lot of free stuff, but you guys remember how many giveaways I did in a row, like leading up to Christmas? I gave away a lot of stuff because I had all this stuff piling up, and I was like, I gotta give this stuff away. So I got a nice little pile over here, some cool stuff, but I need it to get a little bigger. So as we go over the next month or so, I'm sure that there's always some company sending something. So that's cool, pals. That's cool. My dad was the lumberyard guy for 43 years. Lumberyard guys are funny. They either, and that's the same way with any local business owner. They either say almost nothing to you because they don't know you at all, or you're their best friend in the whole world because you've been getting all of your lumber for them for 43 years. And apparently my dad and the lumberyard guy went to high school together, and so with my dad owning a construction company, yeah, they were best friends for sure. But it's funny. I will tell you guys this. It says Glock Shooter says just save it all for a couple more weeks when you have 100K. LOL. At the current rate, we will, and I say we because you guys are all a huge part of why this channel has grown to what it is now. We will hit 100K well before the end of 2022 at my current pace. And when that day comes, you guys bet your little booties that it will be a massive celebration, and I will be giving away some stupidly epic stuff. I will make sure. Mark my words. When Metal Complex hits 100,000 subscribers, there will be absolutely asinine prizes. For sure. I will make sure of it. Even if it, and I fully expect it to come out of my own pocket, but I'm going to do that. It's not going to be like, yay, high fives, thanks guys, and then I just like, that's it. No, I will. There will be prizes. There will be great prizes for sure. 100,000 boat mermaids. That's funny. Do you know Olight's flashlights? Yeah, I own a couple. I have one in my truck, and the flashlight that I use when I look inside of stuff. There is a screw attached to the magnet. Is the Warrior something or other winter edition that's in titanium. I like this one, and I like it because it's just a single click on the side, and then if you want maximum power, you push the thing on the back. Pretty cool. Titanium is a poor choice for a flashlight. You should go with aluminum because the magnet seems a bit underpowered since the titanium is so heavy, and it also transfers heat a lot faster than aluminum. But I just like titanium. If I got Gatorade to sponsor this channel, that'd be the funniest thing ever. I will tell you this, if the channel ever grows big enough, the types of sponsors I would accept would be nothing to do with knife. So like I would accept a honey sponsor, for example, like somewhere in the middle of the video, by the way, if you haven't installed honey in your browser, you should. Honey can save you bledly-deedly-doodly-dee on loads of products that you buy every day. Like I could do that. Sure. It has nothing to do with knives. Now, if, all of a sudden I was sponsored by Spyderco and I was reviewing a new Spyderco and I'm like, this Spyderco is very good. As you can see here, it has a very good blade and very good handle. Please buy this. Thank you. Brought to you by Spyderco. That would not be a good idea. So yeah, that's the kind of stuff I think about for the future. But I think I'm still a long ways off from major sponsors. Yeah, Mr. Beast is always plugging honey. And you know, like I watch Mr. Beast and I'm like, well, he's doing his honey plug, so I just fast forward it. No big deal. I'm used to that. A lot of the channels that I watch, I'm like, well, it's time for their sponsor, and I'm not even annoyed anymore. I'm like, well, they got to get their bread and butter. So then I just fast forward it. Raid Shadow Legends. I would accept that ironically and I would try to slide jokes in, but I think it would be super funny to be sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. I would accept in a heartbeat. I just think it would be funny. Oh man. The Band-Aid sponsor would be perfect. Like stuff like that would be excellent. Band-Aids or like medical glue. Trying to think. Some company that exclusively manufactures T6 screws. Oh man. Brondo's got what plants crave. Oh man. Let's see here. AKA super glue and duct tape. I have definitely used regular super glue on it. One time, for lack of having nothing else, and this is a bad idea because I'm pretty sure it's toxic, I used glass glue to, I had sliced, where was it? Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, this scar, you're not going to be able to see it. So I cut this finger right here on a job site, and I used glass glue to seal that. And that was a bad idea. I'm 99% sure glass glue is toxic, but it did it did close it up. So don't do that. Use a Band-Aid. Well, first clean it, right? And then add some antibiotic ointment, and then get a Band-Aid. And don't like rub your hands in fecal matter or glass glue. That would be the Metal Complex advice for open wounds. No, I'm not gonna read that one, John Doe. Let's see here. What line of work am I in now? Still digital advertising. It's just my location has changed. I now work at home, which makes doing the channel much more convenient. So yeah. Speaking of S35VN, what really brings the knife community together is Hot Pockets, the delicious. It's an ad. Speaking of S35VN, what really brings the knife community together is Hot Pockets, the delicious preferred meal of all true knife enthusiasts across the globe. Get your Hot Pocket today. How's that? Yes, I cut radio ads sometimes, and I use that voice. the cliche radio voice. Oh man. Yeah, their jingle. Hot Pockets. Was that Jim Gaffigan did the bit where he talked about the guy who was supposed to prepare a pitch for Hot Pockets on their jingle, and he just like blew it, and he forgot to come up with something. So that was the whole jingle. Oh, good. You guys like my radio voice? Great. Yeah. Yeah. If you ever come through Hays, Kansas, you got to tune to 96.9 or probably 96.9, and you might hear my voice on the radio. Maybe. It depends on what ad. Let's see. Ham and cheese hot pockets are the go-to. The problem is like nobody ever microwaves them correctly. Here's the thing. You have to have a new microwave that is functioning, and you also have to follow the hot. Do you remember, like, how many of you? I went for years before I realized the cardboard thing that they came in, you were supposed to leave it in that. I would just take 2 Hot Pockets and put them on a plate and throw it in the microwave for somewhere between 2 and 8 minutes, depending on how crappy the microwave was in my apartment, right? Nowadays, you have to have a new microwave that works perfectly, and you have to follow the instructions exactly right to minimize the ice ball in the middle. And wait, is it that way? It's like molten hot on the outside, then ice ball in the middle. Very few times have I actually perfectly cooked a Hot Pocket, but that joke is old and stale. I mean, yeah, we've all been there, right? Let's see. Here's a good question, and you have not shown in a while. What's the type of man truck you driving now? The old black. My Ram is actually gray. What's the type of it? It's a Warlock. I drive a Ram Warlock that is what is Ram called a gray? The dark gray color is it? It's not magnetic gray. That's Toyota. Granite Crystal. I drive a Granite Crystal crew cab Ram Warlock, half ton, 4x4. And I wanted that because it has the Rebel body. It's not nearly as expensive as the Rebel, but it has that Rebel front end, and it has all the big fender, the big beefy fender, the wheel well things. And it's all black and gray. All the badging is blacked out. And then I have a Flowmaster 40 on the exhaust. My brother got me 5-inch tips for one of my birthdays, and then a Flowmaster 40. And yeah, it's just it's not super, it's not a lot of crazy tech in it. It's got a backup camera. It's got the larger screen for that. It's a Ram Classic. And it's got 4-wheel drive. And then it's got sensors on the rear bumper, and that's pretty much it. So, friends don't let friends drive a Ram. Have you been in a Ram? Man, go sit in a new Ram and tell me that. Sit in a new Ram and be like, yeah, Ford's better. Come on. Only a Ford guy's gonna say that. My dad just switched. He was in a 2017 Denali GMC, and we've always been GM. I still like GM. I still like GMC and Chevy pickups, but the new half-ton Rams are the nicest pickups in the world. Period. My dad sat in a brand new Ram, and it sold him immediately. He ordered for the first time in his life a brand new Ram, Longhorn, white with the old man tan two-tone. It's even got the tan inserts on the rim, or it's actually paint, but on the rims too. And he was like, "This is the nicest truck." He said, "This is far and away the nicest truck I've ever owned." Let's see here. This video is sponsored by Ram. Oh man. Let's see. My dad has an F-150 Platinum fully loaded. They're nice trucks. I mean, honestly, I don't think anybody makes a bad truck right now. Like if you're going for if you're actually going to buy a brand new half-ton, first of all, good luck. I'm sorry for your bank account. But if you're going to do that, you can't really choose wrong. All the half-tons that are out there. I mean, yeah, the Tundra, the Titan, the Silverado, the Sierra, the F-150. And the Ram 1500, if I didn't say that. And maybe, is there another one? I don't know. I don't count the Honda Ridgeline. That thing's, sorry. If you drive the Honda Ridgeline, RIP. But all the real half-tons, oh man. Sorry. All the real half-tons out there are great, but the Ram is the best. Sorry. No, yeah, I like the Titan. I think it looks cool. I've never been a Ram or Ford guy. I've always been a Chevy guy, but the Rams are nice. Ford F-250s I agree. The F-250s and the 350s look way better than the half-ton. Look at my population dropping. You're like, oh my God, he's talking about vehicles now. I'm out of here. You're not even talking about knives anymore. The Honda Ridgeline is a radio flyer with an electric motor in it. And it's not even an electric. Is it like half and half, or is it like a teeny tiny little gas? It's like somebody, dropped a small gas engine or a tiny, like a snowblower. Like if you have, like a Black & Decker snowblower. You put that motor, rig it up to a radio flyer wagon, and that's essentially a Honda Ridgeline. Your brother-in-law's tied in a lot of electrical issues, so he switched to a Silverado. Interesting. Okay. My Freightliner will crush your Ram. You like the Ford Ranger, Mark, or you don't? Because I was not a big fan of the Ford Ranger. No bueno on the Ford Ranger. I found it to be very boring, and I feel like I'll tell you what, the Ford Ranger, I think, only bolstered the excellence that is the Toyota Tacoma. The Toyota Tacoma is hilarious, like in terms of, the interior and how outdated, even the new ones are so outdated versus their competition, but it still remains to be one of the most indestructible vehicles that has ever graced the planet. The Toyota Tacoma, not even a full-size pickup, is just absolutely bulletproof, and they retain their value better than anything else, even the Jeep Wranglers. They're crazy. The Tacomas are so crazy. Big trucks are not practical in the Netherlands. I would imagine that is correct. I really dislike my Tacoma interior, but I'll never sell it. I hear that so often, and a lot of you guys know I used to sell Toyotas, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Ford and Lincoln. I used to sell that stuff. The Toyota Tacoma, you don't say anything bad. If you say, you could not whisper something remotely negative about a Toyota without getting, like, every salesman would drop what they were doing to lecture whoever said, because it's just too good. They never die. They don't die. They're super capable. They have everything that you need and almost nothing that you don't. And they're reasonably priced back then. They're just that great. If you drive a Toyota Tacoma, good for you. That's honestly what I think. Welcome to Truck Talk with Metal Comp. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I miss being a car salesman. I really do. That was the fun outside. I mean, I make money running the channel. Surprise. Did you guys know that? Well, here you go. I make money running this channel. I don't know if you guys knew. I'm sure you guys can put that together. Do I consider this a job? I don't know. It's hard to put that label on this. But as far as like a real job goes, selling cars was the funnest thing. I used to get up and be like, I get to go sell cars today. Like it was fun, Not saying every day was wonderful, but it was the happiest I'd been at a regular job. It's really cool. If you've never considered being a car salesman, you literally can just walk into a dealership and apply. You don't need to be like, you don't need to go to car college. You just go do it. That's literally what I did. Put on some nice clothes, combed my hair, and applied. And they were like, yep, that's great. Let's see. Oh, my buddy had a Mazda B2600. Oh, Zaus, thanks for the donation. El Militia Complex. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. One of the hardest working men on YouTube. Every dollar is well earned. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you guys like that I create a lot of content. I do put a lot of effort into this, and I enjoy it. So it doesn't. Some of it feels like work. Metadata and filling out the description and filling out my schedule, that part is work. Sending, the stuff that I send to my patrons, and, making sure that people who win giveaway items always get them. Little things like that, the tedious stuff, that's work. But the content creation and interacting with you guys is not work. It's fun. So it's kind of amazing to me that I'm actually able to make money doing this. But I wouldn't be able to do that unless people like you didn't, interact with me and my content. So thank you. That's the only reason I am able to make money doing this. So what's your thoughts so far on the Launch 14? It should not have been a cleaver. Everything else is very Kershaw, and they could have skated by. Like, fine. Like, it'll function. If you like cleavers, you'll like it. But it shouldn't have been a cleaver. We're past that fad. Some cleavers are still cool if it's almost kind of like a novelty, like, yeah, I was definitely going for this. But the design feels stuck in the past. So the fit and finish is fine. The materials are fine. The price, still pretty okay. But it shouldn't have been a cleaver. Knife Daddy, thanks for that donation. Appreciate that very much. You were always slightly. So just so you guys know, Brian, Slicey and I still talk. And I have always very much cared about Brian. And it sucks what happened, but it's in the past. And I still talk with him. I still enjoy talking with him. He's still a friend. And he's doing great. So if you were wondering. But, there's other people on YouTube who work just as hard as me. I think Neves Knives puts out 2 videos a day, and they deserve the subscribers that they're getting. Anybody else who's really dedicated and they're consistent. A lot of YouTubers will, say, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this pace. And then they do it for a month and nah. And then they just drop off and you never see them again. So I made a decision a long time ago, years ago, actually, that I was going to do 2 a day. And I was not going to stop unless something catastrophic happened. And I don't know how long it's been. I think it's been over 2 years now that I have not missed a day. And now it's just habitual. Now it's like, how far can I go? Because I'm still enjoying it, I don't think Brian's coming back to the knife world. He's moved on, and everybody else has. So he's happy. He's doing fine. So I don't think he will. But I don't know. Maybe he will. We don't really talk about that. We just talk about life. I'm at 2 a day. It's tough but fun. That's exactly right. Knives Fast is exactly right. 2 a day is tough, but it's fun. Taylor, well, Best Damn EDC has an excuse for missing days because one upload from him takes way more work. One upload from me, right? A 20-minute upload from me takes about an hour and 15 minutes of work. One upload from Taylor takes 8 to 16 hours of work. And I might actually be undershooting it. It might actually take longer. So Taylor, if Taylor does even 3 videos in a week, it's a miracle. The amount of work that guy does, I have an enormous amount of respect for Taylor from Best Damn EDC. What he does and what I do it's very different. His production quality is amazing. I'm just a guy with a phone who talks a lot, and that has worked for me for a while. But, Taylor has professional, production quality. Grown men don't watch anime unless they have issues. I watch anime. I hate to break it to you, but grown men who watch anime are pretty common. What that tells me is that you have not watched you haven't watched Castlevania, you haven't watched One Punch. Oh my gosh, man. You're missing out. That's all that makes me say. Raise your hand if you're a grown man who watches anime. I bet you'll be shocked how many people in here watch anime. Seriously, raise your swords. Let's see here. Yeah, we know you have issues. Maybe he's right. Maybe I have issues. Yeah. 100%. 100%. Man, the days of people being like, nerds, only nerds watch anime. I would be willing to bet there are more adult anime fans than people who are not. Like, it's so common. It's such a normal. It's just we all slowly figured out, like, actually, Dragon Ball Z is kind of cool. Have you ever watched it? Like I remember being like that. But it wasn't. You had to kind of hide it in high school. Now I'm like, yeah, I don't. I'll wear a Saitama shirt, no problem. In fact, I want one where. It's that one where he's fighting, is it Boros? And he's monologuing and powering up, and it shows Saitama, and he's in like the animation style is really like low quality, and he just says, okay. That's my favorite. I know those shirts exist. I would buy one. Oh, man. Michael Godat, I don't know. I'm going to we'll let you decide. But maybe. Stop trying to get me demonetized. Stop trying to make me read this stuff. Oh, man. Let's see. I watch Ninjago with my kids. Yeah, I watch a lot of the stuff that my kids like. Like my son likes the Marvel Spider-Man series from like 2017. And it's corny, but I kind of like watching that with him. And he loves when I was a kid, I never watched Sonic X. I grew up with Sonic the Hedgehog the show, and then the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, which was the kind of the goofy, right? There was the serious show, and then there was the goofy show. Sonic X, I never watched it. That was an anime, and my son loves Sonic X from the early 2000s. We found it on Amazon. So we watched that, and yeah, it's terrible, but I also kind of like it. Like, it's so corny and so, it's so 2001 to 2004, whenever that was. But, it's like he likes it, he enjoys it. I have fond memories of Sonic the Hedgehog, so sure. Let's see. Nobody gonna shout out Akira. If you have not watched the movie Akira, he actually brought up, that's one of the most, like, if you're a fan of anime and you've never seen Akira, wow. Make some space for that. That's one of the most amazing works of art I have. It is intense, man. It's also a bit. There's a couple. I'd say there's some traumatizing stuff in that. It's one of the more like things that I've watched, but it is amazing for sure. Ninja Scroll probably really messed me up more than anything else. But yeah. Akira is like the movie that got me to go, oh wow, this stuff is serious. Like, it was kind of a joke to me until I saw that movie, and I was like, no, this is like, people put their heart and soul into this stuff. Akira. Yeah, sorry. Hello from Wilmington, North Carolina. Big fan, MC. Hey, what's up, man? What's up, Steve? What time is it? What time is it? We're in an hour 18. Guys, we are 20 minutes over. I have very much enjoyed talking about knives, trucks, and anime tonight. These are, like I've said many times, these are my favorite types of live streams where we have a smaller population and we just kind of hang out and chat. I can't tell you how important these types of live streams are to me. I'm glad that you guys still like to come and hang out with me once a week. I plan to be here for the long haul, so expect to see me again next week. But yeah, very cool. There's lots of really fun stuff coming to the channel. 2022 is going to be the biggest year for this channel, and I have a lot of exciting stuff to share with you, so I hope you enjoy it. But yeah, as for tonight, I think that's going to be pretty much it. So I hope you all have an excellent rest of your Saturday evening and an excellent rest of your weekend. Bye.